Ubisoft 24 to 25 half-year results plummet as Star Wars Outlaws underperforms. Ubisoft's earnings report covers the first half of the company's fiscal year and features insight into how some of its notable releases performed in that period. This includes Star Wars Outlaws, which launched at the end of the summer. In the earnings report, Ubisoft admits that its Star Wars game underperformed, but it's not done making improvements and changes. Page 3 of Ubisoft's earnings report has a blurb about Star Wars Outlaws and the studio's plan moving forward. After admitting the game underperformed sales expectations, Ubisoft says the developer is fully mobilized on implementing changes to enhance game mechanics and overall polish. Ubisoft has released its results for the 6 months for the first half of the financial year, claiming a solid underlying performance of back-catalogue, highlighting the strength of brand portfolio and live services, despite sales slumping down 19.6% year-on-year to €672 million. The company states its cost reduction program is well on track, and its review of its player-centric and gameplay-first approach is progressing, taking actions aimed at tackling the dynamics behind the polarized comments around Ubisoft so as to protect the group's reputation and maximize our game sales potential. The next major update for Star Wars Outlaws is slated for November 21st, which will coincide with the game's Steam launch. Ubisoft believes that these factors and the release of the first story pack that same day will spell good news for the Star Wars game. Star Wars Outlaws garnered generally favorable reviews when it launched in August, including here at Shacknews. However, it failed to hit the sales figures that Ubisoft previously expected. As the studio navigates the future of Star Wars Outlaws, you can expect to read about future updates here on Shacknews. The company says both the Assassin's Creed franchise and Rainbow Six Siege both benefited from strong audiences, with more than 30 million unique active users each. Ubisoft also revealed its global headcount has tumbled more than 2,000 employees, claiming its cost reduction program is well on track. The numbers. For the 6 months ending September 30th, 2024, Q1, sales, €672 million, down 19.6% year-on-year. Net bookings, €642 million, down 21.9%. Digital net bookings, $527 million, down 26.5%. Back-catalogue net bookings, $494 million, down 28.95%. The highlights. Net bookings for the second quarter stood at €352 million, and whilst back-catalogue net bookings are down year-on-year, they were up 12% for the second quarter. Playtime and session days are up respectively 9% and 6% year-on-year, with MUs standing at 37 million, up 3% year-on-year, which includes close to 3 million new accounts per month. Ubisoft admitted sales of Star Wars Outlaws has underperformed expectations, despite achieving solid reviews and user scores across first-party and Epic stores. In a statement, CEO Yves Guillemot said, "Despite recent setbacks, we are continuing to deeply transform Ubisoft in order to restore the level of creativity and innovation that built Ubisoft's success while delivering stronger execution and predictability. To succeed, we must redouble our focus on execution and reinforce a player-centric mindset in everything we do," he added. For example, we are improving the quality of Star Wars Outlaws, including actively addressing player feedback through title updates as we get ready for the Steam launch, the first story pack, and the upcoming holiday season. Over the past semester, we also further advanced our cost reduction plan thanks to strict control on recruitments, targeted restructurings, and lower external spend. This is the fruit of a group-wide effort, and I would like to thank the teams as we are transforming the company into a more efficient and agile organization. Over the first semester, we have already achieved more than €200 million savings versus 2 years ago on an annualized basis. There still remains work to be done to support robust cash flow generation in the future. Guillemot added that the Executive Committee's review of a player-centric and gameplay-first approach is progressing, including actions aimed at tackling the dynamics behind the polarized comments around Ubisoft so as to protect the group's reputation and maximize our game's sales potential. Lifetime sales of its tentpole franchises were also disclosed, with the Assassin's Creed franchise generating around €4 billion over the last decade, Rainbow Six Siege over €3.5 billion, and Far Cry around €2 billion, including The Division, Ghost Recon, and Just Dance. Ubisoft has 6 brands that have surpassed €1 billion in consumer spending.